This is Bickering Around the World. One couple, 2 passports, and endless side-eye. There, I'm starting it. Mute the TV. All right, how's it going, Kevin? Podcast number 2. Are you excited?
Hey, crew, this is Kevin chiming in.
Holy shit, look at how loud that was.
Hey, guys, this is for you.
That is way too loud.
This is for my fans.
Stop, listen. Do you see how these parts of the waveform are like extending to all the way to the top?
Yeah, so that's how I talk.
That's called clipping, and it means you're too loud.
Oh, it means I'm too loud.
Yes, it means you're too loud.
Well, hi, crew. This is Kevin talking.
Yeah, that's better.
Kevin can't talk loud. This is our second episode. We definitely took some hints from some of our colleagues.
Colleagues?
Well, colleagues, friends, family that have talked to us about our first episode, and we're going to do some more deep down into the countries we've been to. The first was just kind of a snippet.
Yeah, but we'll still just chit-chat, too.
Okay, well, what are we talking about then?
Well, I was going to tell you, want to hear a funny story? I was going to tell you. The other day, I was driving to work, and somebody got in front of me, and they, cut me off. And you know what I said? I said, "Fuck off, Kevin." Without even thinking about it. I must say that a lot. I thought it was funny. You don't care?
I'm not laughing.
You're not laughing.
Why should I be laughing?
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Hey, guys. Wasn't that a great one? Let's give Kacie a clap.
Go clap. All right. Well, anyways.
Well, let's move on, everyone. That was a great conversation right there.
All right. Well, okay. You're being very combative today.
Well, I'm waiting for your question and what you're supposed to ask me.
Well, it sounded like you had a plan. The way you.
Well, I thought we were going to talk more about Japan.
We already talked about Japan last time.
Yeah, but we didn't go into big details about it. I mean, we talked about the Japanese truck. We talked about, some of the things, but we didn't really go into the deep dive about it.
Okay. What else do you want to talk about Japan?
Well, I mean, we took our flagship, cruise company that we like to go through, which is Celebrity Cruises.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the Millennium, wasn't it?
Yep, that was the Millennium.
Okay, so, I mean, we've been on, that was our 4th cruise.
Well, we've been on 4, that was our 3rd.
That was our 3rd. And as far as, things about Japan.
Well, first, why do you think cruising around Japan was a good idea?
It was probably just because I don't eat a lot of that. I'm not a big fish and seafood guy, so I knew that was going to be a big...
Yeah, I think eating on the cruise, having the cruise to come back to for breakfast and dinner every day made it a lot easier for us because we like eating food from the different countries, but Japan has been probably the most difficult one for us so far.
Well, and if you know me, I do like food, so...
Yeah, we both like food. We absolutely both like food.
I do like food.
Yes, we both like food. Yeah, the fish is not for us.
Yeah,
we're not seafood people at all.
I mean, the subways, they are very organized, but also chaotic at the same time.
How's that?
Well, I mean, you have to go through a couple of stations. The one time we had to go to, I can't remember where we went to, but we had to go through 2 different train companies to get to the...
Yeah, we could talk about that because, oh, no, I can't remember. We probably should have looked this up beforehand if we were going to talk about it, but...
Well, you have to buy 2 tickets to get into... You go through one station, and then you have to use your ticket to get to the other station, and then you
have to actually leave the turnstiles and go back into the turnstiles at certain stations because of who's running which trains.
Because it's 2 different companies that are running it.
Yeah, that was definitely confusing. We couldn't find one of the lines, right? We were looking for...
Yep.
Because normally when you're on a subway, you can just look for what line you're going to take. And when you transfer at a station, say you're getting off the green line and you're going to the red line, you just look for signs that lead you towards the other one. And there were a couple of times where we didn't see any signs leading us anywhere. And it turned out that it was because we had to go all the way outside of the turnstiles to even see those signs because they were run by a different company. So that was confusing.
That was one. I mean, the other thing that people don't understand, I shouldn't say don't understand, but we are very talkative. So going in their subways, you have to be quiet. They consider that rude as far as talking on phone, music blaring.
Pretty much be silent on the subway.
Anyone that's going to Japan, it's our tip is make sure you're quiet on the subway.
Be quiet on the subway. Yeah.
They're also very orderly, so they have slots on the ground, or I shouldn't say slots, but
They have
lines.
lines painted on the ground.
And everyone does stand in a line and queue in. So when the people get off, they get off and they go right in the middle, and then you wait your turn, and then you go in. Everything's very orderly. It's not chaotic, and I mean everyone's respectful. So it's way different compared to, say, if you were in New York or Chicago or the Tube.
Yeah, there's
or,
no pushing and shoving.
I mean, there's no loud talking. There's no on that. It's actually just silent.
Nobody's playing their phone loudly or eating loudly or talking on the phone loudly or anything.
No. And the other thing is, Japan is the trains are always on time.
Yes.
And they apologize if they're late.
Yes.
Which is kind of true of that. I feel a lot of the culture, but I don't know. I can't say that because I don't know much. But I mean, we've heard it from others that they do apologize if the train's late, even like seconds.
Yeah.
They apologize for the inconvenience, which is really weird, but it's also kind of cool because they're very dedicated to that. The bullet train.
I was going to ask you about that.
It is weird looking, but that's part of the aerodynamics of it. But man, that thing flies. I think it was like 180 miles an hour.
No, I think it was over 200.
Or 200 that we were going at one point, but you don't feel a thing because the tracks are so smooth.
It's really smooth.
It's crazy, but we're just flying through that.
I don't know, because we took one bullet train.
Yep, we took one bullet train.
Where was that? That was from... Shit. Where was that? It was on our day in Kobe. It was
to Nara?
Nope, it was earlier in the day. It was from Osaka. No. God damn it.
No, it wasn't from Osaka.
It was the first day. It was to get to Himeji. So it must have been Kobe to Himeji.
No, it could have been. Also, word of advice, was it the gold holiday or the golden holiday?
Oh, Golden Week.
Golden Week.
We should talk about Golden Week.
Golden Week is got, 3 holidays or 4 holidays that they have?
Well, okay, so when did we go? We went...
2024.
Well, yeah, but what was the week that we went? We went, I think, at the very tail end of April and into the beginning. I think it was probably the 28th or 29th of April. And it went into the first week of May. And we booked it without really knowing anything about if that was a good time to go or not. And 2 reasons, well, maybe 3 reasons why that was a little later than we should have gone. First, all the cherry blossoms were done by then, pretty much.
Yep.
For the most part, the cherry blossoms are over by the time you get to the end of April. 2, it was already getting hot. It was pretty toasty a couple of those days in there. And it was only going to get hotter. And then 3, it was because we went during Golden Week, which we did not realize. So Golden Week has multiple holidays all kind of in a row. And a lot of Japanese people take the whole week off because otherwise they'd be coming and going from their office. And so there's a holiday on April 29th, May 3rd, May 4th, and May 5th. And they're all different holidays. There's Showa Day, Constitution Memorial Day, Greenery Day, and Children's Day. And because a lot of Japanese people take that week off, a lot of tourist places are slammed with people because all the Japanese people are taking their own vacations.
In short, it means just watch out for that week if you ever book your trip. Just expect things to be longer, expect things to be busier, book
your trains in advance.
Just expect everything to be a lot crowded.
We were at Himeji Castle, and I think that was it was a Saturday.
I think it was an hour.
During Golden Week, across Golden Week.
Yep.
And we waited in line
I think an hour.
A long time, and it was hot out. And then by the time we actually got inside Himeji Castle, it was so full of people, and we were walking around inside like cattle. We had to basically follow the flow of the people at their speed and in the direction that they were going, and they just they kept everybody moving, but everybody had to walk at this kind of slowish pace. and not be able to really see past anyone.
Also for us, April is still kind of cool for where we're from. So we're still kind of used to the cold weather. So going into 80s, 90s, we were sweating.
Yeah, it wasn't the most comfortable.
But I mean,
you and I, we get a little bit grumpy with heat, I think.
Who doesn't get grumpy when it's hot?
Well, some people love it.
Yeah.
I don't understand those people, but they do. Yeah, because being in Wisconsin, we like our winter, and we like being a little cooler. We love fall and spring.
Yep.
And summer is our least favorite, for the two of us anyway. But I think a lot of Wisconsinites think that way too. Not all, but a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I think another thing with Japan is their food. They're very big on display of their food. Everything is very elegant.
Sorry, Kevin, I'm taking a picture.
What the hell are you doing?
We could talk about this later too.
Why are you taking a picture?
Why not? I need a picture of the day. Go ahead and talk about your food, and then we'll come back and over that.
No, I was just going to talk about how they display their food. They like to display it, and everything's very,
Well, they have the fake food.
So you can...
There's a whole industry in Japan of making fake food, and it's absolutely amazing. These people are true artists. They make fake food out of whatever types of material make the most sense for each individual type of ingredient, and they will be... Basically, the restaurants will make a dish and then deliver it to them, and they will recreate it in like silicone and rubber and plastic and wax and whatever it is, and they look unbelievably real. And they look amazing.
And the part of the reason why this happened was during the World War. So with the soldiers, because they couldn't speak Japanese, they pointed to what they wanted on the menu. And that's kind of how it started being a big deal. So anytime you're in Tokyo, any of the bigger cities, you'll see a display outside the restaurant, and you can just point to what you want, and they'll understand, and then they'll come to your table.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can just look at it and be like, that looks delicious. I want that. And you don't have to know any Japanese at all.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, stuff around that. And another big thing is the arcades, the claw machines.
I mean, that's not around the food industry.
No, it's not around the food industry, but like around like a restaurant or something. I mean, if you're talking about awesome things to do, I mean, claw machines are starting to make their way over here into America, at the rate of what, you could go down a street in Tokyo and there could be 10 arcades in, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you got real excited about those, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. It's a whole different experience.
I got a couple funny pictures.
And the prices are really cool. You get fake food, you get fake, all that stuff. You get plushies.
Yeah, what'd you get me out of those? You got me a fake French fry and a fake edamame pod.
Yep.
They're really cute.
And then I won a statue, a little figurine and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, you got me a little cat wearing a shark costume.
Yep.
That one was pretty cute too.
Yep.
Yeah, they're adorable.
It's really cool. Other things as far as tips for stuff like that. I don't think Japan was overly expensive, but it was we got a good amount for what we paid for. I think Japan, as far as going there to travel, is very economic right now.
Well, a year ago anyway.
Flying there is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, how long was that flight?
I think 16 hours.
13 hours, I think.
I thought it was 16 combined.
No, I think that was when we went to Australia.
Oh, maybe it was 13 combined.
I think it was 13. No, but we went from Chicago, so we only had a direct flight, Chicago to Tokyo.
Oh, so yeah, if you are doing a direct, and I would recommend Japan Airlines and get the premium economy. It is an upgrade, but they have these shell lounge seats that make it easier for people like me that don't sleep well on planes, and you can sleep off, half that time when you're flying.
But what do you like about the shell?
Well, their shell design of their seats, they don't move, and the seats just adjust, so you can't.
So it reclines inside of its shell, so that the person that's reclining in front of you
move.
Doesn't move your your tray or your TV.
Yep, your
screen.
tray, your TV, or anything. Everything is
They don't end up in your lap.
Yep, and then you get like a little goodie bag with flip flops, a toothbrush.
They weren't flip flops; they were slippers.
Or slippers. I'm sorry, eye mask. All these little things to help enjoy your trip.
Couple little bougie things.
But I mean, we would recommend Japan Airlines. It was great. It was a good flight.
I can't remember the food though. What was the food like? Honestly, I do not remember it.
The food.
Must not have been too good or too bad if I don't remember
the food on the way back was probably the worst.
Was it?
Well, that's where I had all my 3 things of my breakfast were all one color.
Oh, that's right.
My sausage was yellow.
Everything was
like my hash brown was yellow. My eggs were yellow.
Yeah, they were not even yellow. They were like weirdly gray.
Yeah.
They were like off-white gray.
Yep.
That wasn't Japan Airlines though.
Nope, that was United.
Yeah, that was a weird breakfast. You looked at it and you were like, ugh. Did you even eat it?
I ate it.
Did you eat it?
I didn't get sick.
Thank goodness, but it looked pretty nasty.
Yeah, it was just, yeah.
Can I talk about airline food for a second since we're on it?
I guess.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've been a vegetarian since high school, and it's extremely hit or miss doing vegetarian food on a flight because they usually have a couple choices and they don't usually tell you what they are in advance. So usually I'm saying usually a lot, but they will give you like 2 choices and they're often like chicken or beef. It'll be 2 different meats. And so in order to make sure that I have something to eat, I have to...
She steals it from mine.
Well, sometimes, but in order to make sure I have a full meal, I have to order something in advance. And there's a couple different choices. It depends on the airline, but there's vegan, there's vegetarian Indian, there's like vegetarian lacto-ovo. Like they have like a couple different labels and they don't always like make sense. So I usually just try to pick one. But the problem with that is that a lot of times they'll bring me my special vegetarian meal first and it'll be like weirdly health conscious and it won't have any milk in it or something. It'll be like something kind of unusual and bland with not very much flavor. Like they don't put any cheese in it a lot of times. And then they'll come by and they'll ask Kevin, do you want the chicken or the pasta? And I'll look at it and think, what's in the pasta? I could have had that. That looks delicious. If I ordered a vegetarian meal in advance, why couldn't they just set aside a pasta for me and let me have the pasta? It always comes with a better dessert, so that's why I usually steal your dessert. But I don't know. I think it's kind of bullshit.
I like it because I get to have plenty of choices.
What did I do this last time, though? They had a breakfast for us on the way home, I think, or maybe not breakfast, a lunch or whatever. And it was, they gave me, I think, a piece of bread with like a soggy zucchini in the middle.
It sounds tasty.
It was terrible. It was squishy and gross. And then they came by and they were like, do you want sausage pizza or cheese pizza? And we were in the very last row, so I knew that we were at the end. And I said to the flight attendant, I said, look at what I got. This is disgusting. Do you have any of those cheese pizzas left? And she just gave me one. And I was like, thank God, because that thing was delicious, actually. And the thing that they originally gave me was nasty shit. Wow. I don't know. I think that needs to be better, but it kind of sucks at the moment. But, I mean, that's the choice I get, because otherwise I have to just risk it. And they might just say there's 2 meat options, and then I'll be screwed, so.
Yeah.
And vegetarianism is a choice for me. It's not, something I have to do, so I guess I just kind of suck it up and deal. That's usually how that goes for me.
All right, and back to
my pictures.
No.
I have a topic to talk about.
Why are we talking about your pictures?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say that right now I'm doing a Project 365 where I take a picture every day, and that's why I was taking a picture earlier. But I was gonna ask you, Kevin, to talk about what is it like to travel with a photographer, because I'm an amateur photographer.
It's horrible.
How is it horrible?
So, I mean, just imagine you're sitting and you're traveling and you're like, okay, I'm excited for this food. And then you're told to wait. And your mouth you feel just your saliva coming right out because you're, just getting ready because you're just salivating because you're like, oh my God, it looks amazing. You want to eat it. And then, Kacie's just sitting there. Oh, wait.
I must take a picture of
And
it.
it's not just one picture. It could be a picture from this angle, picture from that angle, and all that stuff. And now when I travel, I'm like, you better get in before 15 seconds or I'm taking a bite. And my God, it is the worst thing.
Kevin hates it. But I like to, the main reason I take a lot of pictures on our trips is, first of all, I enjoy it. But second of all, it's like my memory method. And so I like taking pictures of all the food that we eat because then I can remember it better and I can talk about it and show other people, like what if we eat something and it's absolutely amazing, but by the time we've already eaten it, then I can't take a picture of it anymore. So I just take a picture of everything we eat. Yep. And just make sure I keep all the pictures of everything we eat, everything we do, everywhere we go. And I'm trying to make things that are, pretty for myself, but also like just to remember what we all did because my memory kind of sucks a little bit. But you hate it because I always make you wait to eat.
Yep, it sucks.
Yep.
It sucks bad.
But is it really that bad?
No, it's not awful. But...
I don't think it's that bad. Obviously, I don't think it is, but you've gotten used to it.
Yeah, but I don't wait much longer anymore.
No, now you just kind of you give me like 15 seconds and then you're like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. But
I've gotten better too, and I can usually get it before then.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll try in the next one. Another thing with Japan is bidets.
Yes.
If you haven't had any experience with a bidet, they are wonderful. And that's coming from someone that doesn't use them all the time, but
you want one now.
I do want one now. I have been looking at them. They are wonderful.
Why? Why are they wonderful? Don't they leave your butt all drippy?
Oh, that's why. So you mean it cleans you out? So like this little things. Well, they're all different. I shouldn't say that what happens, but like this thing comes out and you can control the temperature. So if you want it warmer, you want it colder, and then it is a sensation that gets sprayed. If you're not used to it, it will surprise you. But then once you kind of sit there and you're like, oh, this isn't bad. You're like, okay. And then yes, you get a little drippy, but then it's just one wipe and then you're done. And you're completely clean, way less toilet paper, everything. They've thought of it. I mean, it's something nice.
Well, and they have them everywhere, don't they? Don't they have them in all the public restrooms?
Yeah, even public restrooms have them. Yep.
And they sing.
Yep, they can sing to you. So if you want to program it to after you're done, it goes.
Maybe not sing, but they play music.
Yep,
it's real weird.
It can help you relax, do whatever you want. But that's definitely.
Well, and some of them play like nature sounds, like a babbling brook, like they're trying to get you comfortable. They want you to relax. They want you to.
You want you to enjoy this flow.
I mean, I don't know if it's like they want you to be relaxed and like help you be able to go, or if it's because they're trying to cover up the sounds of your shit. You know what I mean? It might be
I think it's just to help you mentally relax.
Well, I don't know, but all I know is that I remember being in one restroom where the thing started making noise and I pressed the off button and it waited like 5 seconds and then it turned back on again and then I had to keep hitting the off button and it kept coming back on.
Would you rather want a Japanese bidet or would you want a Morocco toilet?
Oh,
yep.
Or an Italian toilet. We should talk about the toilets in Italy.
We should talk about
all the toilets.
We'll talk about that. We'll have an episode on just toilets around the world.
Well, no, we've already started. We might as well keep going.
No. We'll save that for another episode. We'll keep everyone waiting on the discussion of toilets.
Well, okay, but you already did some of them.
Well, it's a little teaser to tell them,
a little teaser.
We're going to talk about toilets.
Little toilet teaser.
Yeah, little toilet tips.
Toilet tips.
Kind of some of the things we usually do when we do travel is we kind of stalk a website. Usually we look at Secret Flying. It's a site we usually tend to look at when we're trying to find deals. Usually some airlines are trying to fill stuff or they're just trying to, Well,
we haven't used that one as much lately because it doesn't work well with cruising because cruising is very specific dates and specific locations. So when we cruise, we don't really use those because they don't tend to help us. But if we're going to take a trip that's not a cruise and we have open dates, we really do like Secret Flying because we just look for
your airport.
We look for the airport that we're leaving from, which is usually Chicago. And then we just kind of tell it that we're open to whenever and wherever. And we just look and see what kind of deals we can have, and how many places have we gone to using that?
I think three or four.
We went to
Switzerland.
We went to Switzerland
London,
like that. We went to London like that.
Norway.
We went to Norway like that. We went to Morocco like that.
Yeah.
And we went to Hawaii like that.
Yeah.
That's 5.
5, never mind. Yeah, you mean you get great deals. So I mean, shout out to Secret Flying. So if you wanna.
Yeah, how much was it? I mean, true, these are like pre-COVID now, so like the costs are gonna be wildly different. But
I think Hawaii was $300 round trip.
They still have deals around that. I mean, like I've been seeing some, and they're still in like the 400 range.
Yep.
To get to Europe, which is like amazing. If I had more PTO, maybe we could do that. But I used all of mine on Italy this year, so I'm out until next year, unfortunately.
Yep. I mean, I guess we're kind of winding down here towards the end of the episode here. But I mean, some other tips that we can say with Japan is it's always good to have your yen, because not everywhere will have a card. There are more places that are getting cards in Japan, but cash is
a lot.
Okay, usually. So yeah, I would usually go that route. Make sure you have more cash and have your card as a backup. As far as other tips about Japan, just be ready for a lot of history, the temples, the food, the museums. I mean, if you have time. Take a look and go to any of those. There's so many temples that we missed, and we couldn't even get to all of them. But each temple that we went to. You
know what else was cool that we did in Japan? I'm just looking through my pictures to spark an idea, but the Hiroshima Peace Park was really interesting. They've got the building that was right underneath, basically, the Hiroshima bomb, and it's been left as a memorial for the people that died, and then we went to the museum for them too, and it was really moving and highly recommended. I thought that was a really interesting location. Would definitely recommend going there. It's different from anywhere else in Japan. It's a little more modern history than a lot of the temples and things like that.
Yeah. Other things like some temples, this is another little tidbit, is they don't allow you to bring food or drink.
Oh, yeah. What did you do, Kevin?
I broke that. I don't know if this was the first temple or anything.
Yes, it was.
No one really stopped me. I got lucky.
It was Sensoji.
But then someone came and asked me where I got that food, and then that's when Kacie said, you're not supposed to have food, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, we got some food from one of the 7-Elevens, and
I got a dumpling. It was a dumpling.
We were walking around, and then at one point, it was raining. That's what happened. The rain was coming and going, and we were carrying the food at first, just in the bag. And then we walked up and we were looking around inside Sensoji Temple. And when we came out, it was raining a little harder. And so we stopped for a little bit. And Kevin was like, oh, well, I might as well just eat my breakfast snack.
Which is 3 bites, but I still ate it. But
how did we realize that we shouldn't be doing that?
Well, we looked at each other, and then I think you looked it up, and you're like, yeah, you're not.
I was like, Kevin, you're not supposed to be eating in here.
And I was like, oh shit, and I stuffed it in my face.
Just stuffed it in there.
And then a guy asked me where I got that food, and I was like, because the stuff wasn't open yet. And I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah, the stalls weren't open.
Yeah, the stalls weren't open because we tried to beat the rain, and we did, but yeah, that was a bad part on me. I apologize to anyone I offended. I wasn't trying to. I was just being a stupid tourist, and I realized my mistake. Yeah, I will not do that ever again.
No eating in temples.
Yeah, Kacie and I will recommend, make sure, I think we've talked about it before, but make sure you have good walking shoes. There's a lot of walking in Japan.
We didn't take our shoes off as often as I thought we were going to.
No, but you definitely...
Because I was really worried at first when we were shopping that I was going to have to buy shoes at home here before we left that were easy to get on and off quickly. And we hardly ever took our shoes off, I think. No. Because we didn't go in any... we didn't meet people and go into anyone's homes or anything like that. So
no, but yeah, that's another big. Make sure you're comfortable. If you can bring an umbrella,
Yeah, but they got umbrellas to buy there.
But they have tons of umbrellas to buy there, and each business.
Oh, talk about the umbrellas.
But each business will have umbrella sleeves so the water doesn't drip around.
Yeah, they've got.
When you walk in the store.
Japanese people are really, really into their umbrellas. Like, everyone has an umbrella, and when it rains, they go into a store, and you have to set them in the umbrella rack. They don't like you to take them all the way into the store because they don't want dripping happening everywhere. And so there will be umbrella stands, and if you have a clear umbrella, that's what most of them look like, they will look all the same. So you got to be kind of careful with that. I think hotels often give tourists umbrellas too.
We used umbrellas from our hotel.
Yep. And yeah, if there's not an umbrella stand at the entrance, then there might be like a bag dispenser thing, and it gives you like a little plastic sleeve that goes around your umbrella to keep all the rain in the inside of it, so you don't drip everywhere, because they don't want you dripping around in their stores.
Yeah, they're very clean. They're very. I mean, Japan is in general. They don't have any trash cans.
They have no trash cans anywhere.
And their streets. They don't have anything.
You are supposed to take your trash home with you, and take it back to the place that you're staying. Yeah. They do not want you. They don't even want you throwing away trash from one business into a different business's trash. So like, if you get something from 7-Eleven and you walk around and you eat it, you're supposed to return it to the same 7-Eleven that you bought it from.
They
don't want you going into some other store and throwing it in that trash.
But yet the roads or sidewalks are clean.
Yeah, nobody litters. It's amazing.
No one litters. Nothing. I mean,
it just is part of the culture, I guess. It's just that it doesn't bother them to carry around their trash, and nobody's a dick and throwing it all over the place, Because we did one stop in South Korea, and it was a completely different story.
Yep.
There was lots of litter there.
Yep.
But Japan is like sparkling.
Yep.
It's wonderful. Well,
I think that might be good for Japan.
How long even was this?
I don't know.
Do I even have a timer on here anymore?
It's over 40 minutes.
What? No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. I guess we're done.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Is that going to be the way we end it every time?
I don't know. We haven't had a catchphrase yet.
We don't have an opening catchphrase or an ending catchphrase.
We're going to have to record it then. Peace.
Bye.